How do you gain business in 2026 without spending all your weekends holding open houses? I've got 5 ways today I'm going to talk about that could be helpful for you in business planning and starting off strong with your goals in 2026. The first one, obviously, is the most prominent that people talk about, and that is your database. Who do you know? Who might be interested in purchasing or selling a house through you? One of the things that we do very well is database activation. We do this 2 ways. One is through campaigns or action plans that are set up to ask simple questions about if and when somebody is ready to transact. The other one is a tool called Real Scout, and Real Scout is able to go into your database and set up simple searches, auto update those searches, and nurture those searches. But also on the selling side, if you have somebody that you know their address and email address, you can send them monthly notifications on what their property might be worth, with call to actions to ask you as the expert of what it truly might be worth. Social media engagement. We've got a new agent blueprint that we use that our marketing department put together. I think one of the things that they nailed it with is all the social media platforms out there. There's probably 8 or so. Just pick 2. Whether you're going to do video through YouTube and TikTok, or if you're going to go social media route and put your stuff on Instagram and Facebook, just pick 2 and stick with it. Whether it's going to be good quality content through video or just simple posts that you're doing, engagements that way. That's a great way to engage through social media. One of the things that's very inexpensive is commission-based referral companies. I use probably 6 or 7 of them. Agent Pronto, Referral Exchange, Home Light. It can go on and on. I think we've got 7 or 8 that we're utilizing that for. Another really inexpensive, free, but also you could pay for is tying in your Google business page. Taking your Google business page, and if you want to get a really good lead, tie it into Google local services. I think a lot of agents missed the boat with this one because Google will actually record the conversation, or if it gets through Google's algorithm and they feel it's a good lead, you can still dispute it and save some money. So for about $50 a lead, you're getting somebody that's looking in your local area in real estate and dialing in to you that is usually one of 2 things. They're either wanting to sell their property because they're looking for a realtor, or there's somebody that's looking to gain your services, home inspector, painter, whatever it might be. Those ones that are looking to gain your services, those are the ones that you dispute and say, this is not a real lead, and they'll pay it. The last one that we all talk about for a long time is farming or circle dialing or getting with an area and becoming that expert. How do you really do that? A little tool that we use, or I use with my team, is called Property Radar. And what Property Radar does is you can actually draw a polygon around the area that you want to work. It'll filter in there, and you can set up basically a filter that says if anything goes on the market there, how much equity they have in their home, their likelihood of basically selling the property. But then you also get emails and phone numbers. It's one of the better sources that I've seen for emails and phone numbers, but none of them are great because you can only go with what's out there and into the web. So that's been a really good tool because you get notifications of somebody that you've been talking to. You can drop it into your CRM and also, set them up in the Real Scout and start sending those seller notifications. You can, email and text as long as you're doing it properly through your channels to engage easier with farming opportunities, or as some people call it, they're just circling around a neighborhood to see who's wanting to sell in that area. So anyway, those are 5 things that I would say in 2026 you might want to look at is, how you're doing your database activation. The social media engagement's huge. Commission-based referral companies. Google, how do you tie in to some of the Google things that you can get very inexpensive? And then how are you going to farm an area for this new year?